We're here at General Motors Place in Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm Jim Houston. With me here for the Western Conference quarterfinal is Craig Simpson. On deck, it's Game 3 between the Vancouver Canucks and the St. Louis Blues. Vancouver can take a commanding 3-game lead with a win on home ice.
Jim, this is huge for them. Blues here, and it's a brand new series. And all that momentum swings the other way.
Let's see if they can find that killer instinct. Here's a look at tonight's referee.
Jim, he's been around for 6 seasons and doesn't over-officiate. He lets a lot of the stuff go that other referees wouldn't. And the players know that and change their game accordingly.
And the faceoff is won by Morrison. Crushed.
That was a big league body check.
Moved up. Over the line. Bowled over.
A smackdown.
Brings it up. A lateral pass. Into the attacking zone. It's played up by Pronger. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot by Morrison. Huge save. Moved across. Checked.
That's showing authority.
Right in front. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Bumped off the puck. Moved over. Malik mows him down.
He lined him up and lowered the boom.
Quick pass up. Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by Oland.
You can hear that one up here.
Brings it out. In over the line. Moved over by Beckman. Over the line. Baumgartner rocks him.
That's how you stand a guy up.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone.
Hit. Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Played across. In over the line. Shove. Brings it out. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Sillinger. Blocked. Mellenby, huge shot! Hit. Sillinger shoots the puck. Passed ahead. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Center. Quick shot from the slot by Nielsen. Sanford reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by Lindgren.
Great hustle.
Brings it out. Grushinski now has the puck. Worked over.
You could feel the impact up here.
Moved across. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Played back. Played over by Salo. Flattened.
That shook him up.
Over the line. Pass to the point. Fired it hard. Stoned by Kluche. The goaltender's out of his net to play the puck. Rink-wide pass. Into the attacking zone. Sanford made the save. Brings it out. In over the line. Kluche got a leg on it. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Sent flying.
There's some physical play.
Over the line. Oland pushes him. In front. Brings it out. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Great save! Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's centered by Linden. Sanford denied him. He hangs on. You know, Mark Crawford has spent his lifetime around the game of hockey, but as a coach, he exploded onto the NHL scene, didn't he?
Well, Jim, in 1995, Crawford was coaching the Quebec Nordiques to an impressive finish. And that finish made him the youngest Jack Adams Award winner. While the Northman would relocate south to Colorado the following season, where Crawford would become the third youngest coach to win the Stanley Cup.
Right in front. Oh, no! Kluche gives one up to his own team.
It's a tough goal to take, Jim.
Vancouver gets the draw. At center. In over the line. Laid out.
A devastating hit.
Over the blue line.
It takes talent to deke like that.
A shot from the slot by Morrison. Brings it out. Over the line. In front. Saved by Kluche. Turned away. He hangs on to the puck. The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Morrison. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Run over.
Great contact.
Passed across. Moved over. Up through center. Laid out.
It's getting rough out there. Hit. It's getting pretty intense down there.
Over the blue line. Shove. Played over. Saved by Kluche. In over the line. He gets run over by Weinrich.
I could feel that one from here.
Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Naslund gets bumped off the puck. Quick pass up. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Lindgren brings it out. In over the line. In front. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Centering pass by Havanov. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Move back. Door slammed shut by Sanford. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove. Short pass. A shot from the slot by Sena. He scores, and it's 2-0.
Now let's take a look at that one on the replay, Jim. Look at how well he executes the wrister to find the back of the net. What a beauty!
Vancouver hasn't had much luck so far.
Well, you know, Jim, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Let's see if they can get this one on track before the end of the period.
Rubbed off the puck by Havanov.
That looked like trouble.
Sanford hangs on for the whistle. Sopel really jumps into the play well. I haven't seen him get caught pinching yet.
Well, he anticipates where the play is moving so well. He adjusts to make the most of his opportunity.
St. Louis wins the faceoff. Passed over by Dimitra. In over the line.
Jim, what a tremendous move.
Moved across. Right in front. Kluche made the gigantic save. Thrashed.
Excellent physical play.
Moved over. Shoved. In front. Shot quickly by Waite. Kluche covers up for the whistle. This guy gets down quickly and takes away the entire bottom of the net.
Jim, you have to lift the puck up to beat his butterfly style. If it's on the ice, he's going to get a pad on.
Morrison wins the draw out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying.
A great job of stepping up.
Baumgartner over the line. Turned away. Sanford made the save. There goes the horn as the period comes to an end. 2-0 the score as we head to the break. Here we go with the second period.
It's been a one-sided contest so far. Hopefully we'll get a more even matchup going.
Morrison wins the faceoff, gets rubbed off the puck. Over the blue line. longer with a wrist shot. Saved by Kluche. Checked. Brings it out. In over the line. Tkachuk knocks him off the puck. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed. He got dropped. Wait, shoots quickly. Kluche covers up. Hey, Craig, maybe he'll get the next call by having a word with the official now. And this is what got him all fired up. You be the judge. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Morrison. Brings it out. Over the line. Crushed.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Across. Hit.
That was a throwdown.
In over the line. Checked.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Into the attacking zone. Tkachuk gets leveled.
Let's see how he responds to that.
Brings it out. Change underway for the Vancouver Canucks. He gets worked over by Weinrich. Moved up. Played across. Over the line. Run over. Passed across. Over the blue line. Naslund gets run over. Brings it out. In over the line. Moved over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Brings it out. St. Louis puts its third line out. Mowed down. Over the line. Nielsen gets muscled off the puck. Brings it out. A lateral pass. In over the line. Kluche made the save. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. Now, just because he hasn't been a head coach before, doesn't mean this guy hasn't been around the game for a long, long time.
Now, Jim, Mike Kitchen spent 9 seasons as part of the Toronto Maple Leafs coaching staff before he joined the Blues as an assistant coach in 1998.
Over the blue line. He gets rocked by Weinrich. Into the attacking zone. Johnson gets shoved.
Talk about a headache.
Kluche freezes the puck. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Morrison. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Thrashed.
There's one to remember.
Brings it out. In over the line. Tkachuk gives up the puck. Bertuzzi moves it ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Wrist shot by Naslund. Sanford got a pad on it. Tkachuk up through center. Over the blue line. Pushed off the puck. In behind. Brings it out. Over the line. Hit. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Cranked him. Sena. Over the blue line. Shot from the wing by Salvador. Moved over by Oland. In over the line. Cranked from the slot by Lindgren. Sanford stacked him up. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Sena. He misses. Brings it out. Change underway for the Vancouver Canucks. Thrashed. And out they come with a puck. Into the attacking zone. Flattened. Brings it out. Over the blue line. And out they come with a puck. In over the line. He gets hit by Salo. He's unstoppable. Over the line. Pushed. Right in. Scores. Top shot.
Getting that puck towards the net quickly.
The goalie wasn't able to get set, and the puck whistled past him and into the cage. A little over half the game played, and they've cut the lead to a single goal.
A great recovery, Jim. Now let's see how far they can take it.
Shove. It's played across, but Bertuzzi scores!
good wrist shot.
Vancouver is now setting their sights on a go-ahead goal.
If they could break the tie before the third, they'll definitely have the momentum. Made the defense look bad on that move.
Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Naslin.
Sent him flying.
Over the blue line. He gets pushed by Beckman. Bertuzzi shoots it quickly. Wait, blocks the shot. Quick pass up. Brings it out. In over the line. Turned aside by Kluche. Goaltender stopped that. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Weinrich. Brings it out. Dimitra into the attacking zone. Sopel. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Moved ahead. In the corner. It's moved back by Bertuzzi. Wait, grabbed it. Brings it out. In over the line. Run over.
He got laid out.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots! Kluche reached out for the puck. And he covers up. Linden is dominant in front of the net.
And he plays the game with an edge. It's not easy if you want to move him out of the crease. You pretty much have to fight him. And he's a tough guy.
He's the prototypical power forward. And the faceoff is won by Morrison. Over the line. He gets hammered by Backman.
He caught him square on that one.
Brings it out. End to end. It's passed over by Havanoff. Johnson moves it ahead. Backman moves it ahead. He gets checked by Allen. Brings it out. It's passed across by Havanoff. Fires! Kluche makes the save. Hit out of their defensive end. St. Louis makes a line change. He gets rocked up by Lindgren. Over the blue line. Sanford denies him, and he covers up for the faceoff. About to drop the puck. Faceoff won by Morrison. Moved over by Oland. Moved ahead by Melik. He gets rocked by Salvador. A lateral pass. Over the line. Knocked over. Right in front. Kachuk. Hard shot. Stick save. Up through center. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line.
How about that spin?
Wrist shot from the left. Naslund out of their defensive end. Over the line. Run over.
He took a solid check there.
Crushed. Laid out. Shoots the puck. Sanford slams the door shut. And that'll end the period. After 40 minutes of play, we're tied at 2.
Our arena restaurant offers great food with spectacular views of all the on-ice action. Call out for reservations to our next home game.
This game's close after 2 periods of play.
Whichever team comes out with some jump will take control of the third. Lindgren won the draw at center. Into the attacking zone. Turned aside by Kluche. In scores!
That was a blistering slap shot. I don't think there's a goalie around who could have stopped that blast.
St. Louis opens up a slim lead in the third.
But it's still the lead, and that gives them the edge. Their opponents need to start taking chances.
Oland gets crushed.
That was a devastating blow.
Naslund scores!
There's nothing as lethal as a quick and accurate wrist shot.
The goalie will be seeing that one in his nightmares. to a great start here in the third.
Couldn't have gone any better, Jim. They tied the game. They've got lots of time to get another one.
Morrison gets roughed up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. A great deep. Played back. Rips a shot. Kluche made the save. And he covers up. Sanford is just getting accustomed to life at the professional level.
Well, no doubt it's been a tough adjustment for him. Being a rookie is difficult, and being a rookie goaltender is just that much more. So far, he's handled the pressure quite well.
It's moved over by Morrison. Over the line. Made him look bad with that deep. Sanford with a big save. He hangs on to the puck.
Jim, I think he's stunned. He made a perfect shot and can't believe that the goalie stopped it.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Morrison wins the faceoff. Sallow now with the puck. Shoots it hard. Sanford covers up for the whistle. Here in the third period, we're still tied 3-3. The puck is about to be dropped. Morrison won the draw. Stolen by Tkachuk. In over the line. Wrist shot from the left. Shot blocked by Sopel. Shoots. Scramble in front of the net. Kluche made the big glove save. Gone are the days when players showed up at training camp with a big sweat bag to put on so they could lose 10 pounds and shed the beer they drank all summer. Now everybody shows up absolutely chiseled.
Well, in the old days, the toughest workout was the weigh scale. It took the biggest beating from players coming in out of shape. Now,
shot. Saved by Sanford. Shot blocked by Bertuzzi. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Rink-wide pass. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rubbed off the puck by Weinrich. Morrison grabbed it. Sanford made the save. And he covers up for the face-off.
Jim, this rivalry's really starting to heat up. These two teams are getting physical, and it looks like they don't like each other too much.
The action's about to start. And the face-off is won by Morrison. Turned away by Sanford. Played across. Over the line. He gets hit by Sopel.
He unloads a big hit.
Kluche hangs on for the whistle. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Morrison. Brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Turned aside by Sanford. Played over. Into the attacking zone. He gets shoved by Baumgartner.
Talk about laying a guy out.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Long pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Knocked down. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets run over by Waite. Over the blue line. Mowed down. Played up. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Mellenby shoots the puck. Kluche got a pad on it. Right in front. Stick save. In over the line. He gets hit by Weinrich.
Lines his man up and knocks him down.
Into the attacking zone. Shoots it. Kluche turns it away. Malik brings it out. End to end. Moved over. In front. Quick pass up. Brings it out. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Brings it out. End to end. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets worked over by Havanoff. Out of their defensive end. St. Louis puts its checking line out. Played up. In over the line. Saved by Sanford. Change underway for the Vancouver Canucks. Rycroft levels him.
He really bounced his man with that hit.
Bowled over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pass to the point. Thrashed. In the corner. Right in front. Saved by Sanford. Leg save. Sent flying. In front. Brings it out. St. Louis makes a line change. Taken out. Brings it out. It's passed over by Sokol. Pushed. Long pass. Over the blue line. Right in front. He gets thrashed.
He leveled his man there.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Moved ahead. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. Hit. Kachuk. Brings it out. Over the line. Rocked. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Brings it out. In over the line. Right at Dimitra. Scores!
And it better check the puck for cracks after that slapper.
No doubt. Good thing it didn't hit the goalie. Might have knocked him into the net as well. Vancouver suddenly down by a goal near the end of the game.
Things can change so quickly. That's why you can never slack off. I think some of the players just did.
Shove. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Crushed out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Over the line. Bertuzzi gets checked.
He got clocked that time.
Moved up. Brings it out. In over the line. In behind. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets laid out by Havanoff out of their defensive end. Over the line. Morrison brings it out. Across, in over the line. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Sopel. Nailed him. Brings it out. Morrison controls the puck. Shove. Naslund corrals the puck. He gets leveled by Oland.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Sent flying. Passed over by Cook. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Vancouver sends in the extra attacker.
Jim, it's a gamble. The empty net could mean another goal, and that would ice it.
Shot from the wing by Weinrich. He tallies an empty netter. And that goal will secure the game.
Well, it's a high-risk situation when you leave your net empty, but they had no choice down this late in the contest.
Vancouver can feel this one starting to slip away from them.
It slipped all right. 2 goals down and inside a minute to play.
Hard wrist shot by Morrison. Sanford made the save. Brings it out. In over the line. Kachuk gets pushed. Shoots the puck. Turned away by Kluche. Over the blue line. Big hit. Dimitra out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked.
He got worked over on that one.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line.
He spun him right into the ice.
In over the line. Morrison scores! Beauty! He broke in alone on the goalie and hit the target.
You know, you really should score on a breakaway. The pressure's all on the goal.
We're in for a tense finish.
If everything goes right for them, they may have a shot.
The faceoff goes to Vancouver. Kluchev is getting yanked.
Right now, they need the extra attacker in a big way.
It's over. St. Louis has won it and now trails by just one game.
Vancouver number 19, Marcus Nazareth. Tonight's second star for St. Louis, number 6, Eric Lang. And tonight's first star for Vancouver, number 7, Brendan Morrison.
From General Motors Place in Vancouver, British Columbia, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. For EA Sports, goodbye.
See you next time.
You